The Spark in the Ashes. In a house filled with shadows and dust, a young woman named Alara spent her days tending to the cold hearth. While her heart was heavy with the weight of her chores, her spirit remained as bright as a hidden ember. She found beauty in the swirl of the steam and the rhythm of the broom, dreaming of a life beyond the soot-stained walls. Alara was never truly alone, for she shared her meager crusts of bread with the smallest residents of the house. A clever mouse named Toby would often scurry out from the baseboards to greet her. Together they whispered secrets about the world outside, finding comfort in their quiet friendship amidst the bustling, unkind household. The peace was often shattered by the sharp voice of Alara's stepmother, Mireille. Mireille viewed Alara not as a daughter, but as a servant to be managed. One morning, she marched into the kitchen, clutching a golden-sealed invitation that promised a night of wonder at the royal palace, though she had no intention of letting Alara attend. When the night of the great ball arrived, Alara watched from the attic window as the carriage vanished into the mist. She hurried to the garden, collapsing onto an old stone bench. The weight of her loneliness finally broke through her silver lining, and she wept quietly into her hands, wishing for a miracle. Suddenly, the garden glowed with a soft, swirling light that smelled of jasmine and ancient starlight. A woman named Alethea appeared, her presence radiating a calm, magical warmth. She touched Alara's shoulder, her voice like a chime in the night, telling her that kindness is a magic all its own, but tonight it needed a little help. With a playful wink, Alethea pointed her wand toward a large, round pumpkin resting in the vegetable patch. The air crackled with golden energy as the orange gourd stretched and shimmered, transforming into a magnificent carriage. It was a spectacle of light and geometry, ready to whisk Alara away to her destiny. At the palace, the air was thick with music and the scent of 1,000 lilies. Alara moved through the ballroom like a dream, catching the eye of Prince Bastien. He was captivated not by her finery, but by the genuine light in her eyes. They danced, the world around them blurring into a kaleidoscope of colors and whispers. As the clock began its thunderous toll toward midnight, Alara remembered Alethea's warning. She turned and fled, her heart racing against the chimes. In her haste, she stumbled on the grand marble staircase, and one of her delicate slippers slid from her foot, left behind as a sparkling clue on the cold stone. The following days were a whirlwind of searching until Prince Bastien arrived at Alara's home. He held the slipper as if it were a fragile bird. When Alara stepped forward, the shoe fit perfectly, a silent testament to the night of magic. Bastien looked at her and recognized the girl from the dance, his search finally at an end. Alara left the dust and shadows behind forever, taking Toby and her kind heart to the palace. She and Bastien ruled with compassion, ensuring that no one in the kingdom ever felt as invisible as she once had. They stood on the balcony, looking out at a future that was finally as bright as the embers she had once tended.